Hey, it's Tpok. I'm back in Katawa Shoujo. When I left off, I was going to draw Rin with ink. So, she doesn't raise her eyes from the drawing, which is a good thing. The breaking of the silence sends a jolt of surprise through me, as if I'd been electrocuted. I don't know yet. It's hard to say. I can't hear how she replies to my answer because it seems she is suddenly having a private whispered conversation with their sketch. I don't understand how she can draw so well when she has the attention span of a butterfly. As it seems she lost her interest, I go back to work on my drawing as well. I try to add texture to Ren's hair and to somehow grasp the way the golden afternoon sunlight her hair. The golden afternoon sun lights her hair, her bright red tussle of flame, and transfer it to my paper in shades of black and gray. Somehow, this pen and bottle of ink seemed like such lousy, inadequate tools for the task. Minutes pass, but the sketch doesn't magically look any more like Rin than it did before. Her voice wakes me up from my despair. What about now? Excuse me? Are you having fun already? Why do you keep asking that? Because it's club, right? Clubs are meant to be fun. You join to have fun. Are you having fun? Is it important that I'm having fun? Yes. Okay, I'm having fun. Good. I wonder if I said that just to please her, or if I really meant it. I can't really decide which it was. I don't hate this though. I can honestly say that much. It's good enough for now. As the allotted time to finish the studies quickly ticks away, I desperately try to improve my awful sketch, but it doesn't seem to get any better. Well, that's because you stink at drawing. I want to start again from scratch, but what would be the point? There's no time for that either. You messed up. Okay everyone, that's it for today. Please turn in the drawings on my desk and I'll see you all next Monday. That's not that bad though. For ink. Really, that's not bad. I glance at my portrait. It doesn't exactly look like Rin. I guess you could say it portrays her, but that might be a bit generous. The nose and jaw look hideous, and the shading is terrible. Granted, it's my first attempt at drawing with ink, but it's still pretty bad. That's not bad. She sneaked up behind me while I was lost in thought. Okay. Damn it, I was hoping I could smuggle the portrait to the teacher without you seeing it. Nope. Doesn't look like you can do that, Hisao. Why? I'm not really happy with it. I wish I could draw better. You just need some practice. Could you take my drawing to the teacher too? Curious myself about how the sketch turned out. Watch it be, extremely good. I peek at the picture. From the way Rin was drawing, it looked like she was really into it. It's so much better. It's excellent. Somehow the seemingly arbitrary strokes come together to form an image of my face. From the shape of my chin to the messy hair to the somewhat gloomy expression. Her sketch blows my mind. Huh. If I say you're amazing, I feel like she would be upset with that, right? Am I thinking too into this? Or if I say, I wish I was as good as you, she's like, you are, and I'm like, ugh. I'm gonna save, because I am not confident in my choice. Yes, overwrite. That sketch is good though, that's the thing. I wish I was as good as you. She could then say, but you are as good as me. And then I'm just Why is this so difficult? I wish I was as good as you. I'm gonna say that. I wish I was as good as you. Wow, I wish I was that good. I'm kind of embarrassed. I kind of embarrassed myself. Wouldn't you have to be me to be as good as me? I don't think you'd want to be me. No, I guess not. Maybe some sort of approximation then. Take a closer look at her work. It's still glistening with the slowly drying ink. Zooming in. You know, I look kind of grim here. You do look kind of grim. I mean, I agree, but it's also true otherwise, too. Like this you, not the you I made it. I do? I think so, at least. Her simple statement makes me suddenly feel incredibly self-conscious. Why would, that make you feel self-conscious? Oh, I skipped it. I feel like I need a mirror right now to confirm or debunk Rin. It's a nasty feeling. Maybe it's just her. I hope it's just her, and that I don't look like that sketch to everyone. It's a good sketch, but somehow I get a really oppressive feeling from it. I see. Anyway, it looks really good. You really are amazing. You said it anyway. Thanks. I'm glad I could draw you. You are an interesting person. You're an interesting person too, but that didn't help me much. My self-depreciation has no limits today, but Rin ignores it all. I knew that I could never compare, but to see the difference with my own eyes is quite humbling. See, I tried to make you look like you think a lot, since you did a lot of thinking. And yeah, I might have overdone the fed up with the life expression, but cynics are like that, right? I want to retort something snappy, but Nomiya gives me no time to think, ushering us to the door. Hurry up, you two. While we've been chatting, the rest of the club has taken their leave. I quickly put our drawings up and pick up our drawings and take them to the teacher's desk before hurrying after Rin, who has already left the classroom. She's not in the hallway, to my surprise. I wonder where she managed to run off to in just a few seconds. Would have been nice to talk more. Well, not that I had much to say, except maybe to get back at her for calling me a cynic. It's surprisingly late. I already got used to school ending at the same time every day, so I feel like the extra hours, so I can feel the extra hours in my head and my gut. My growling stomach reminds me that I am absolutely ravenous. I'm so hungry that I dare to try anything the cafeteria has deemed edible. Even when I see today's delicacy, fried mystery lumps, my steely resolve doesn't fade. I stuff the dinner down without tasting it at all, which is probably for the best. I don't have much homework to do, but what little I have won't get done by itself, so I stroll towards the dormitories. Oh, okay. I just blanked on what dormitories were. Preparing for the post-homework lull, I knock on Kenji's door. He responds from the other side, although I can't make out what he said. I tried the door, but it's locked. After several seconds, the locks click open and he opens the door. Hi, hey, could I borrow a book? The library was already closed after I got away from my club meeting. He's squinting even more than usual, and his eyebrows are twitching nervously. Club? Club? That's dangerous, man. Indoctrination, groupthink, brainwashing, you name it. High school clubs are now the seeds of conspiracy. Do you know how many secret societies have grown from high school clubs? Watch your back and you don't get too deep in. You might not come back. Okay, Kenji, so how about that book? Sure, but return them and don't spoil any of my books. No drinks, no food stains, no bodily fluids. Capiche? Sure, thanks. Instead of letting me in, he retreats from the door, closing it again. After a few seconds, he returns with a stack of 3 thick books and hands them over to me. Opening the topmost one, a familiar emblem stamped on the copyright page greets me. Your books? These are from the school library. They are now mine. You stole these? What are you talking about, man? I've been liberating these from the oppressive feminist movement that controls the library. So, stealing. good? Please say oppressive feminist movement doesn't mean that poor librarian girl, Yuko. She couldn't even oppress a wet towel. Kenji turns away, mumbling something I can't make out, and closes the door behind him. Before going to my own room, I enter the bathroom. While washing my hands, my eyes catch my reflection from the mirror above the sink. I try to look for the grimness Rin saw in me, but it's the usual me inside the mirror that stares back. I attempt to tell myself that this is what I've always looked like, but I realize I don't remember what I looked like half a year ago. What just happened? Okay. I wake up all sweaty as if I had run a half marathon in my sleep. Odd, I don't recall sleeping badly. It sent a little pang of worry through me. I wouldn't want to have my heart acting up without being able to notice it. Still, apart from this odd exhaustion after waking up, I'm feeling just fine. My mouth is like sandpaper and I have nothing to drink, so I have to go all the way to the bathroom to take my meds. On impulse, I decide to take a shower while I'm at it. Are we gonna run into Kenji? While I'm in the shower, I make up my mind that this counts as morning exercise if I'm properly compensate with a nice half-hour walk after school. Obviously, I wouldn't want to risk possible complications by going running now. Besides, Emmy will never know, and I think she's given up on me in any case. Walking could be nice anyway, just to get to know the area. There's a big forest in the hills behind the school, or I could go down to the convenience store. While still dabbing the moisture off my skin, I set out to find my uniform. I quickly button up my shirt and pull on my pants before going outside. Good. Those are necessary steps. Normally during this time of year, I'd be eagerly awaiting summer vacation. Having only been at school for a little over a week, I don't really have that kind of feeling. I'm still savoring the school life and considering the sharp and awkward turns my life has taken. I haven't had the time to become preoccupied with getting free of it. Besides, once vacations hit, it'll be a nice surprise for me if I'm not expecting it. Basically, with the end of term exams looming ahead, at least I don't have any catching up to do with my studies. My diligence has finally paid off. I push myself past the boys gathered in the doorway and flop into my seat. From the corner of my eye, I can see Shizune and Misha pause their unavoidably animated conversation and turn almost simultaneously in my direction. They clearly want something from me. I can tell from the way Shizune smiles. It's too obnoxiously bright to be sincere and too calculated to be spontaneous. Good morning. Her greeting is made of 100% cheer and bursting energy. Morning. I fail to put either of those into my response. You don't look very energetic. No wonder. I don't feel very energetic either. I think I didn't sleep well, but I'm not sure. She slaps me in the back and grins. That's bad. Cheer up a bit. It's a great day. I catch Shizune's eyes. She has a strange focused expression on her face, but she furrows her brow a bit and at direct eye contact and looks away. For a moment, I think that Shizune caught a glimpse of my worries somehow and is pondering how to respond, but then she quickly straightens her glasses and with them her expression. Dots. Anyway, we were wondering if you're still interested in that student council position, because we're gonna make an offer that you can't decline. Wait, what? I wasn't really interested in the first place. You're putting words into my mouth. Yeah, not as such, but wouldn't it be nice to hang out with us every day while also being useful to your school? Well, to tell you the truth, I kinda joined a club, so it'd actually be sort of hard for me to join the council too. Even if I wanted to, which I don't, as I said. They're gonna say, oops, sorry about that. Which club? Yeah, is that so? Which club is it, Hichan? The art club. Shizune's eyes glint in a sinister way as she scowls at me. With the way she looks, I'll be expecting the art club to lose its funding before lunch break, We're the art teacher to mysteriously disappear from the face of the earth. Before she manages to comment, the teacher finally enters the classroom, getting Shizune and Misha off my back and sending everyone rummaging in their bags for books and pens. I did join the art club, but the first meeting didn't really boost my confidence. I'm not really sure what I'm doing it for. I wish I could draw like Rin, but I don't know what I should do, what I would do if I could. To what end would I use such a skill? I don't really know. Ignoring the teacher's sleep-inducing voice, I opened my notebook to an empty page and pressed the needle-sharp graphite tip of the pencil onto it. What to draw? I can't really think of anything good to draw. Hesitate and raise my hand. A meek black mark left on the previously blank paper seems aggravating. I can't even seem to get the starting line, let alone get started. It's almost a physical feeling of being held back. Annoyingly, it reminds me of my failed attempt at jogging with Emmy. I look out of the window in desperation. Right then, a small bird takes flight from one of the cherry trees that grow everywhere on the school grounds. I can't really see it clearly, and it's not like I could tell one tiny bird from another, but I pick it as my subject anyway. Conjuring up the image of a bird in my mind's eye, I turn my gaze back to the notebook and deliberately draw a thick line across the paper to get started. It seems to be mocking me as I can't follow up right away. Still, let's start. Getting started is good. Okay, now I'm confused on... Oh, okay. So, this is like the top of the head, I'm guessing, leading into the beak, and then it's gonna go like that. This is the wing right here. I slowly sketch the picture on the notebook page, the image in my brain becoming clearer as the drawings take shape. It's really nothing, just that nameless nothing bird on paper, but that's not important. My hesitation fades into the background along with the teacher's voice as I continue my struggle. You're gonna get caught, and that's gonna be awkward. Feathers form a simple pattern in my mind, but on paper it's a mess of too many rough lines despite my best efforts. That's a fancy bird. What are you talking about? It's just a normal everyday bird. I realize I don't know what a bird's wing should look like, even if I try to think about it. I even put the pencil down and closed my eyes for a moment, trying to trace the shape of a wing in my mind. Being that it kind of looks like a dragon wings, or bat wings, or whatever. Being this serious about it all of a sudden, makes me a little frustrated. Our class in the middle school was the easy class in between exhausting subjects like math or Japanese. But there's this other side to art, the one that you see when you don't just fool around. You did good on the head. I like that. It's almost like a completely different thing. He-chan. I look up to see two girls staring back at me. Misha and Shizune have carried their chairs to my desk and are now standing by my sides looking at my drawing. How long have you two been there? I think you need more practice. Shizune draws a few sharp signs in the air between herself and Misha. Shi-chan agrees. Min said the exact same thing yesterday, but why did it sound less condescending? You shouldn't judge before I'm finished. Besides, don't you know it's bad luck to see an unfinished piece of work? Misha cracks an exuberant laughter. What? Don't be silly. There's no way that could be true. Whatever. Shizune's eyebrows furrow dangerously, and the movements of her hands become abrupt, like the slashing of a knife. You should learn to take constructive criticism better. I would if you actually offer some. I know I'm getting too defensive, and that Shizune is taking advantage of it, but I can't help it. What are you two doing here anyway? We're gonna have like group work. Misha wags her finger admonishingly at my nose. Tisk. I never know how to say that. He-chan, were you not listening to the teacher at all? We have a group assignment now. I nod bleakly and let them take the lead. So, what did you think of the lesson for today? Not much of anything. I didn't listen to a word of it. Misha slaps her forehead and shakes her head theatrically. What are we going to do with you, He-chan? Luckily, Shizune and Misha together are more effective than 3 or 4 normal people, so I can mostly slack on the assignment. I try my best to offer at least some assistance, but end up being mostly useless. The teacher keeps us in class 5 minutes past the lunch bells, but eventually lets us off the hook. I quickly stuff my books into my bag while Shizune and Misha carry their chairs back to their own seats. The failure of a bird drawing ends up crumpled and stuffed in my pocket as I hurry outside. Oh, day ends. I thought you were gonna go eat lunch on the roof. After that morning class and throughout the week, I kept bumping into Rin. Hello. This is somewhat natural as our classrooms are adjacent, but rather than just cross paths in the hallway like people regularly do, we seem to pause at the sight of each other. That's strange, but I'm gonna have to actually save it here, and current scene, Hisao's smile. So, looks like next time we're gonna see Hisao smile, which is, I guess, gonna be good. So, thanks for watching.